What is up, Tenkin crew? Get ready to have your minds blown because the news cycle is absolutely on fire this week, and we've got the hottest drops right here, right now. We're diving headfirst into a world where your favorite gaming platforms are dropping massive updates, and we're kicking things off with a title that has the entire gaming community buzzing. A beloved Metroidvania sequel is finally making its grand entrance onto a major subscription service, promising hours of exploration and challenging gameplay. This is the news you've been waiting for, the announcement that's been on everyone's lips, and it's happening sooner than you think. But that's not all. We're also diving into a shocking return. A massively popular title, a staple in many gaming libraries, was controversially yanked offline, leaving players in the dark. What happened? Why the sudden disappearance? And more importantly, is it back? We've got the full story on this unexpected comeback and the drama that unfolded behind the scenes. Get ready for some serious intel. Next up, we're spotlighting another title that's about to become a must-play on a major subscription platform. This game has already garnered critical acclaim for its unique gameplay and engaging mechanics, and its arrival on a new service is set to introduce it to a massive new audience. We'll break down why this title is so special and what you can expect when it drops, including some exciting new content that's hitting right around its launch. You won't want to miss this deep dive. And finally, we're circling back to a highly anticipated sequel that's generating massive excitement. We'll give you the rundown on its upcoming release, including all the essential details you need to know. It's a huge month for gaming, and we're here to make sure you're up to speed on everything that matters. Don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and ring that notification bell so you never miss an update. Let's go. The legend returns to the spotlight. Prepare yourselves, gamers, because the most anticipated sequel in recent memory is finally hitting a major subscription service. The gaming world has been abuzz with whispers and rumors, but the wait is officially over. Hollow Knight. Silksong is set to headline the first wave of September releases for Xbox Game Pass. This critically acclaimed Metroidvania, a follow-up to the beloved Hollow Knight, is slated to launch on September 4th, making it available for both Ultimate and PC Game Pass subscribers across Xbox consoles, PC, and cloud streaming. Joining the fray on the same day is Digital Sun's Cataclysmo, a new title that will be available for PC Game Pass subscribers. But the excitement doesn't stop there. The month kicks off with I Am Your Beast, available immediately for all subscriber tiers on cloud, PC, and Xbox Series XS for those who prefer a different flavor of Metroidvania. Nine Souls, another critically acclaimed title, will be playable for standard subscribers starting September 3rd. Looking ahead, Paw Patrol World is set to arrive on September 10th, accessible to all tiers on cloud, consoles, and PC. Rounding out the announced additions is Saber Interactive's RoadCraft, scheduled for release on September 16th, available for both Ultimate and standard subscribers. While this initial wave might not feature a heavy presence of first-party titles, the upcoming release of The Outer Worlds 2 in October promises more big news. As is customary, several titles will also be departing the Game Pass library on September 15th, offering subscribers a final chance to complete them or purchase them at a 20% discount. The gaming community is electric with anticipation for Silksong, with many hailing it as the crown jewel of this Game Pass announcement, eager to dive back into the intricate world and challenging gameplay that defined its predecessor. Don't go anywhere, we've got more gaming news that's sure to make waves. Get ready to hear about a controversial comeback that has the gaming world talking. The Unplanned Hiatus, a game's controversial return. After a perplexing 41-day absence, the WWII-era Call of Duty has officially made its triumphant return to the Microsoft Store and Xbox platforms, much to the relief of its player base. The popular 2017 title, developed by Sledgehammer Games, was initially added to Xbox and PC Game Pass in late June, but was abruptly taken offline for Windows PC players shortly thereafter due to an unspecified issue. The reason for this sudden delisting soon became clear. The PC version on the Microsoft Store was plagued by rampant, remote code execution, RCE hacks. These dangerous exploits allowed malicious actors to remotely execute code on a player's PC, with reports and visual evidence on social media showcasing instances where players' machines were compromised, potentially leading to malware installation, data breaches, and severe security vulnerabilities. It's crucial to note that only the Windows edition available on the Microsoft Store was affected. Xbox consoles, utilizing a modified Windows kernel, were fortunately immune to these specific RCE exploits, as were the game's editions on Battle.net and Steam. This incident highlights the challenges Microsoft and Activision face as they integrate older Call of Duty titles into the Xbox Game Pass service. Many of these legacy games, some dating back over 2 decades, require significant effort to port to the Microsoft Store, a process that has proven to be a hurdle. Activision's decision to keep servers for older Call of Duty titles active, unlike many other publishers, is a commendable effort, but it also brings the responsibility of maintaining their security. The recent rollout of major updates to various older Call of Duty titles had fueled community speculation about their eventual inclusion in Game Pass. However, the security concerns surrounding games like Call of Duty, Modern Warfare 2 and Call of Duty, Black Ops, which also suffer from hacks, albeit seemingly less severe than the RCE exploits in WWII, raise questions about the overall security of these ported titles. Concerns are also being raised about how the inclusion of older titles might impact the player base for newer releases, such as the upcoming Call of Duty, Black Ops 7. With a player base already skeptical about its near-futuristic storyline and the prevalence of over-the-top operator skins, the introduction of beloved classics could potentially divert attention. The community's strong reaction to certain cosmetic elements in Black Ops 7, leading to the decision to pull support for carry forward, further indicates the delicate balance developers must strike. While the community's sentiment towards Black Ops 7 remains divided, with anticipation high for the upcoming CoD Next showcase, the return of Call of Duty, WWII to PC offers a chance for players to safely revisit the 2017 installment, providing a much-needed dose of nostalgia amidst the ongoing discussions about the franchise's future direction. The prolonged silence and the nature of the exploit left many players feeling uneasy, but the game's reappearance, now patched and secured, has brought a sense of relief, albeit tinged with a lingering wariness about the security of older titles entering the subscription ecosystem. Stay with us as we explore another exciting addition to a major gaming subscription service. We're diving into a critically acclaimed title that's about to get a massive boost in players. Off-Road Adventure arrives on Game Pass with new content. Get ready to hit the road, or rather, the rugged terrain, because Saber Interactive's acclaimed vehicle simulation game, RoadCraft, is officially rolling onto Xbox Game Pass this month. After launching in May to a wave of positive reviews, the game is not only making its debut on the popular subscription service on September 16th, but is also continuing to receive substantial updates, ensuring a fresh experience for both new and existing players. RoadCraft achieved a solid 77 on Metacritic and an impressive 81 on OpenCritic at launch, earning praise as the dev's best vehicle sim to date, and solidifying its place as a noteworthy entry in the driving game genre, particularly for those who appreciate a more niche and challenging experience. Saber Interactive is demonstrating a strong commitment to the game's longevity, with significant content drops planned for September. For players who own the base game, a free update arriving on September 4th will introduce new difficulty options and the Wayfarer SD7050 fuel truck. Those who have invested in the Rebuild expansion will receive even more content, including 2 new maps, new missions, and additional vehicles and variants. This consistent stream of updates, even as the game prepares for its Game Pass launch, signals a dedication to keeping the gameplay engaging and expanding the world of RoadCraft. As enthusiasts of titles like the MudRunner series, the prospect of RoadCraft joining Xbox Game Pass is incredibly exciting, and it's expected to be a highly recommended addition for subscribers looking for a deep and rewarding simulation experience. Early player reactions to the news of RoadCraft's Game Pass inclusion are largely positive, with many expressing their eagerness to try the game without a separate purchase, especially those who found the initial price point a barrier. However, there have been some dissenting voices from players who had recently purchased the deluxe version, feeling a sense of being overlooked with the game's swift arrival on Game Pass just months after its release. This sentiment highlights a common discussion point within the gaming community regarding the value proposition of subscription services versus direct purchases. Despite these varied perspectives, the upcoming release on Game Pass is poised to introduce RoadCraft to a significantly larger audience, potentially solidifying its status as a beloved title within the simulation genre. The continued development and content support further underscore its potential for long-term engagement. We're not done yet with the exciting Game Pass announcements. Our final update brings you news on another highly anticipated sequel that's creating serious buzz. Anticipation mounts for highly awaited sequel's Game Pass debut. Gamers, rejoice! The highly anticipated sequel to a beloved title is finally making its way to Xbox Game Pass, marking a significant moment for subscribers looking for top-tier gaming experiences. While the exact release date for the month's full lineup is staggered, the announcement has sent waves of excitement through the community. The centerpiece of this September wave is none other than the sequel to Hollow Knight, a game that has garnered a massive following and critical acclaim for its intricate world, challenging gameplay, and captivating art style. This highly anticipated title is set to launch on September 4th, becoming available for Xbox Game Pass Ultimate and PC subscribers across Xbox consoles, PC, and cloud gaming platforms. The September lineup also includes other notable titles that are sure to capture the attention of a wide range of players. I Am Your Beast, a title available for all subscription tiers across cloud, PC, and Xbox Series XS, is ready for players right now. For those seeking another critically acclaimed Metroidvania experience, Nine Souls will be accessible to standard subscribers starting September 3rd. Further expanding the diverse offerings, Paw Patrol World is scheduled to arrive on September 10th, bringing family-friendly fun to all tiers on cloud, consoles, and PC. Adding to the simulation genre, Saber Interactive's RoadCraft, which has been well-received since its May launch, will be available for Ultimate and Standard subscribers on September 16th. It's worth noting that while this initial wave is strong, October promises even more excitement with the arrival of The Outer Worlds 2. As is standard practice, Game Pass subscribers will see several titles depart the service on September 15th. Players have the opportunity to finish these games before they leave or purchase them at a 20% discount. The overwhelming sentiment surrounding the upcoming sequel's inclusion in Game Pass is one of immense excitement, with many fans eagerly anticipating the chance to dive into its new world and discover its secrets. This announcement solidifies Game Pass as a premier destination for gamers seeking both established hits and the most talked-about new releases. That's all the major news we have for you today, but don't go anywhere. We've got a quick recap and all the ways you can stay connected coming up next. And that's a wrap on another epic news cycle. We saw the legendary Hollow Knight. Silksong finally hit Game Pass, the controversial return of Call of Duty. WWII, after a lengthy absence, the acclaimed RoadCraft joining the Game Pass lineup with new updates, and the anticipation building for another massive sequel. Don't miss out on any of the action. Hit that like button if you enjoyed this episode. Subscribe to Tenken for your daily dose of gaming news, and ring that notification bell so you're always the first to know. Follow us on all social media platforms to stay connected and join the conversation. We'll see you in the next one.